Hey everyone, I'm Katie Rosenberger, Learning and Curriculum Manager at the Catherine McAuley Center, and I'm here today to share a great resource with you all called News for You Online. This is just like it sounds. It's a newspaper that is written especially for English learners. And we get a print version delivered to us at the Catherine McAuley Center, and there is a pretty great online version as well that you can use for online tutoring. So I'm going to share my screen with you so that we can see this website, and we'll take it away from here. So this is the site here that you can go to, newreaderspress.com/news-for-u-online. Another option is just to Google News for You Online, and it's generally the top page that appears, but if you look for News for You Online, give that a search and then just look for that New Readers Press URL. That should take you to the right place. We'll also post a link to this in the description box below, so you can just click on it. Now, when you come to this page, this is what it looks like for me since I'm logged in. If I were not logged in, it would ask me to enter a password right here. So I would just put in the password. CMC has a subscription to News for You that all of our tutors and students are welcome to use. So just reach out to any education staff member and we can give that to you so that you're able to access it to study with your student. So this looks very much like any online kind of news website, but like I said, it's really geared towards English learners. So there's just some kind of additional features that you can use for your classes. So down the left side of the screen here, we'll see articles for this week. So each week they come out with new articles, so they'll always be kind of relevant to what's going on at that particular time, and hopefully spur on some good conversation between you and your student about current events. So as I'm scrolling down here along the, like I said, along the left side, we'll see all of the articles for this week. They're kind of categorized into national and world news, much the way many newspapers are. And you're also, if there's like a certain topic or a theme that you're interested in exploring with your student, you can also check out the archive and search for all of the articles that relate to a certain term. So for example, I was just looking back in the spring, I was looking for some articles about Earth Day. So if I search that term, I would see several different articles that we could look at based on that topic. So that's another way to go about it. So I'm going to click home again to get us back to where we were. And along the right side of the screen now, you're going to see a few different activities and resources. So I already clicked on this a minute ago, but there's a weekly poll that you can answer and kind of see what how your answers compare to other English students. There's a crossword puzzle every week. I'm going to open this in a new tab just so I can show you. So you could work on this crossword puzzle together. That will be based on the vocabulary from that week's issue of the newspaper. And just close out of that to get back to this page. A word search puzzle, similarly, is just a puzzle. Yep, so you can just do a word search looking for some of that target vocabulary that you'll encounter. On election years, they put out a voting guide, so that is a great resource if your student is eligible to vote in the upcoming elections. They can look through that to get some great information about voting and kind of participating as a citizen here in the US. And there's also a helpful teacher's guide and some activities that you can, activity ideas that you can explore. So the activity ideas will stay pretty much the same. They're just some tips for using News for You. So you'll see different kind of themes for activities here along the left. And it has just a lot of different resources on this page that you can browse for ideas with activities. I'm going to click back now to go back to where we were. So activity ideas will remain consistent. That's a great place to just go kind of search around, see what you find. And every week, we actually put out a teacher's guide to go with the issue. So that will come up as a PDF document, and you can actually just read through this and have your activities already planned out for you, excuse me, for each of the articles. So if I was going to teach from this with my student, I would probably just read that week's articles myself to see and kind of select one or two that might be of interest to my student. You could also have them actually browse through the headlines and see what they were curious about. And then you as the tutor could go into this teacher's guide and have everything kind of sorted out for you. So you'll have kind of some before reading tips that you can do with them, some great comprehension questions to discuss, and again, some discussion, personal discussion, and activities to do with them after reading. So definitely recommend giving this a look and diving into the materials available there. So there's also even some worksheets that you could do with them. So you could share your screen and kind of have them, if you're on Zoom, you could actually have them use the annotate feature and kind of circle their answers on the screen, or you could just have them read it out and dictate their answers to you. So a lot of different excellent resources here. So I'm going to close this so we'll get back to our page here. Now at the very bottom, I think this is the last, yep. So our last kind of resource here on this right-hand bar is our vocabulary bank. So this will update every week with kind of the target vocabulary for that issue. These are words that are going to show up in the articles for that week that might be new or unfamiliar to students. So these would be vocabulary words you might introduce before reading. You might want to come back to them, and you can see if I hover over them, it shows me the part of speech and a definition here. So this could be kind of a place you come to look up some of those new words. You could also use, you know, Google Translate is always kind of fun to translate things into your students, into any other languages they speak. So without further ado, let's actually take a look at an article. So you can see the week that I'm filming this is the week of September 23rd. So these just came out today. And the top story this week is a national story. Eviction ban may just push problem down the road. So that's kind of what we're dealing with right now. So we can either click on the title of the article or here where it says read and listen to the full story. We'll click on it and that will take us to the article. I should mention that this website is really nice because it works on a desktop computer, a laptop, and it also has a mobile version. So you know, you could either pull this up on your computer at home and share your screen with your students so that they're able to see it, or if they are you know, accessing the internet on their phone, they would also be able to pull this up on their phone on their own time, and all of the formatting will adjust to their mobile device so that they're still able to use it smoothly even on their smartphone. So yeah, just something to keep in mind, that this will work well on a computer or on a mobile device. So every week we'll see, again, the teacher's guide will show up right here next to the article where all of your resources are. You can also download the audio version. So this would kind of be like an audiobook where it would just read the article to you. That will actually give you a file. So, whoops, we don't need to look at that. So you could actually, if your student didn't have very good internet access at home, if they're joining their classes on a data plan and don't want to use too much of their data, you could potentially download the file and send them the file to look at on their own, so that they're not using a bunch of their data for the month. So that's one way to do things. Each article will come with a nice big photo like this, so that's a great way to generate some conversation too, is just to look at the photo and kind of have your student describe what they see. Sometimes, there's a lot that you can observe about the photo, and just based on the picture and the headline, you can kind of make some inferences about what the article is going to tell you. There will be a caption that you can read as well, and if you click on this audio kind of speaker icon, it will actually play an audio version of that. So that can be great. A lot of students like to be able to listen and read at the same time. So as we're scrolling down here, we're able to adjust the text size, which is another great feature if you or your student need the text to be larger to be able to see clearly, either because of your eyes or because of the device that you're looking at. You can make it larger or smaller with these buttons here. You can also click to listen to the article read aloud here. So this would not download a file, this would actually just stream it for you over your internet connection so that you can listen to the audio version of the article. So like I said, a lot of students like to be able to have that double input of reading and listening at the same time. I definitely find that super helpful when I'm working on my French skills, to have both be looking at the words and hearing them at the same time. So not only can you hear the entire article, you can also click on individual sentences and just be able to hear that one sentence. So I'm not sure, I don't know if I can share my computer sound. I'll give that a try. Hopefully this works.
Eviction ban may just push problem down the road.
So if I just click on play, it'll play the entire article. Like I said, that one started from the headline. Or I can click on an individual sentence.
The pandemic has put tens of millions of Americans out of work.
And it will just play that one sentence for me. So that's another way to follow along. Now, if you remember those vocabulary words that we saw on the home page, they are going to be highlighted in blue in the text. So if you had talked about this word before reading the article, your student would then see it kind of highlighted in blue and have it called out to them. And when you hover over it within the article, it will also show you the part of speech and the definition. So this is a noun, N for noun, and the definition is a rule that says people are not allowed to do something, a ban. So lots of great resources on this website. It'll link to additional articles from that issue. And at the very end, this is, I don't think anyone has left a comment yet because this just came out today. But this can be an excellent kind of writing activity to do with your student as well, is to actually have them leave a comment and publish it to and post it on the website here so that other students around the country can read their comment and interact with them. So something to consider, have them give that a try. That's another thing where, you know, if you're sharing your screen, maybe you could have them dictate comment to and post it, or actually have them write it out themselves would be ideal. So please do not hesitate to ask any education staff member if you have questions about how to use this. If you need the password, again, you can just ask any one of us. You should have a staff contact who you email with regularly about your online tutoring, so they can get you the password. And I really hope that you'll give this great resource a try. Thanks.